Azra, where you been? Is that you? Yeah, where you been? How you doing? How are you? Hey, Azra. Glad to see you today. I haven't seen you in a while. I come over there sometimes. You're playing games. How you been? How have you been? I hope you're well. It's Friday. I don't know what time it is where you are. Is it Saturday yet? What time is it there, Azra? Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are having a happy Friday. I miss you too, Azra. I've been waiting for you to come back. I thought about you the other day. I said, I hope he hasn't forgotten. It is 8:40 a.m. Saturday. 8:40 a.m. Saturday. See, you're already well into Saturday. Your weekend is definitely started. It's still Friday here. Thank you for those hearts. That's so amazing how it can be the other side of the clock on the other side of the world. We're just walking slow today, taking it easy. It's Friday. It's the weekend. No need to be in a hurry. We get it in all week, so we slow down on Friday sometimes. Last night I can't sleep because because you slept so much the evening before. Yeah, I get like that sometimes, Azra. I get too much sleep the evening before, and it's hard for me to get back on track. It throws my sleep pattern off. I'm a night owl anyway. Even when I have to be up early in the mornings, I'm a night owl. I am a night owl. So what have you been up to, Azra? I hope everything is going good for you and your family. You and your family. We're gonna take it easy, but we gotta move. We gotta move. We gotta keep moving. We gotta keep moving with some purpose. With some purpose. I thought about you today, earlier today. I saw something about Michael Jackson. I saw someone, and they were talking about, I saw an article about Michael Jackson today. And I know that's your favorite. We're going back up the hill. Back up the hill, back up the hill, back up the hill. We're talking and we're walking and we're walking and we're talking up this hill. Pull, push, push, pull. Pull yourself. Push yourself. Motivate yourself. Don't find motivation in someone else. Motivate yourself. Your goals should not be somebody else's goals. Not intentionally. Coincidentally, yeah, but not intentionally. Hold on, y'all. We got some music, okay? I might be able to talk over it. I might be able to talk over it today. It's bass. It's a lot of bass. Okay, they stopped. Hey, Key Kitchen. Hey, Key Kitchen. Welcome into the chat. It's just me and Azrael in here right now, walking and talking, walking up this hill, talking over this music. Sometimes we gotta walk and talk over here. We have to walk and yell. We have to walk and sing, whichever one we feel like doing, especially when they start playing this loud music. Especially when they start playing the loud music. It was loud too, it was bass. I'm doing good, how about you? How about you? Woo. Oh, did y'all hear that? Somebody was pulling into their driveway. They were parking, and the back of their car hit the ground. Don't you just hate that? Has that? I know it's probably happened to y'all at some point. I hate that. It's like the curb right before you pull into the driveway is like deep, and your car, the back of your car hits it. Oh my goodness, that's the worst sound. That's the worst feeling. You get out of your car looking in the back to make sure everything's okay. And not only the back, it can happen at the front too. At the front of your car. You get out, you pulling out of a driveway, and oh my goodness, it's like it just drops down, especially if you have a car that sits low. Oh my gosh. You feel like it just messes up your bumper when you pull out. Yeah, I can't stand that. And then it won't mess up. Well, it could, depending on how deep it is, how hard the hit is, or the bump is. It could mess up your alignment. But a lot of times you get out looking to see if there's damage to your bumper or the front of the car or the back if it's the tail end. But I hope you guys had a wonderful week. I hope that you are prepared to have a wonderful weekend. Okay? And wonderful can mean a lot of things. It can mean you're just going to sit at home all weekend and chill. Okay? Treat yourself. Go out and treat yourself. It doesn't have to be something really expensive. Listen. We advocate for healthy eating over here, okay? But we're human, and we don't try to stick to any certain types of diet besides an overall good diet. So treat yourself. If you haven't had McDonald's and you love McDonald's, you've been being good, go out and treat yourself. Okay? Popeyes, KFC, Burger King. It doesn't have to be a fancy place. But if you want to go and treat yourself to a fancy place, you can do that as well. Hold on, y'all. We got some more music. Okay, I think we passed the music enough, because it was one of those where you can hear every word coming out of the mouth, out of the speaker. And so YouTube, as you know, as I say, if you don't know, I do not own the copyrights or any other rights to the music that you may hear in my background, okay? We're outside. And whenever you're outside, music is almost like a part of nature, okay? So I apologize, my apologies. It's not me playing the music. It's someone else. I try to talk over it sometimes if I feel up to it. We can sing over it also while we're walking and talking, walking and yelling, walking and singing. All right? As we're walking and talking, walking and yelling, walking and singing. So we've got music, we got some traffic, we got action. Y'all know when we get a little traffic, we stop and we pull those legs up, working on those ankles, working on those knees, and working on those hip flexors. Just pull them up. Pull them up. That is if you can. If you can't, just walk in place. Just walk in place. Whatever it is that's most feasible for you to do, whatever is within your fitness level, okay? Remember, don't do anything you see me do or hear me say over here. If you do so at your own risk. All right? This channel is a shorts channel. All right? We mostly do shorts, workout shorts, fitness shorts, and we go live almost every day. And the things that I do over here are the things that work for me and for those that I actually work with in person. We're not telling you in Lion's Pride. I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm just letting you know what works for me. I encourage you to do whatever you need to be active, to get some cardiovascular activity in, and to be, more fit overall, more healthy. Strive for that. Some people's goals, their goals vary. It can be weight loss, right? It can just be to improve your fitness level. It can be to maintain your current fitness level. It can be to get some stress relief. All right? Exercising helps to do it all. Exercising helps to do it all. So whatever your goals are, focus on your goals. Talk with your healthcare providers, your doctors, your nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant, your specialty doctors. If you've had some injuries in the past and you've seen a therapist, like a physical therapist, an occupational therapist, talk with them. Talk to your dietitian. Half of it is in the diet. So like I said, I don't believe in those fad diets, but I do believe in a good, proper diet, okay? Splurge sometimes. But what's so funny to me, y'all, is the people who I see, like, I'll tell y'all, mint chocolate chip is my favorite ice cream, okay? It used to just be regular chocolate chip. Then mint chocolate chip became my favorite. Now they just kind of alternate sometimes. If I can't get one, I get the other. But I think overall, mint is my favorite, especially if it's Bluebell or Baskin and Robbins, okay? So we don't say not to indulge, but know how to indulge. I'm not going to even say indulge in moderation, because some people take the word moderation, and moderation to me might be a cup of ice cream a week. Moderation to the next person may be a cup of ice cream a day. Moderation to the next person may be 2 cups a day as opposed to the 5 cups a day that they used to eat. Okay? We got to be smart about this, okay? We got to be smart. Some people, moderation may be 1 cup of ice cream per month. So they only eat ice cream 12 times a year. And maybe add in some special occasions. So about 16 times, okay? So do what's right for you. Do what's beneficial for you, but also do what makes sense. Don't make excuses to do what's not good. All right? Don't make excuses to do what's not good. I watch somebody cook a dessert or a sweet almost every day. I don't watch them every day, but every day that I watch them, they're making cookies. They're talking about ice cream. And then the next thing you know, they gotta walk this weight off. I'm like, wait, what? The two don't align. They don't match up. And like I said, I'm not for the fad diets, but I am for knowing how to eat properly, okay? Knowing how to cut back, knowing how to limit processed foods, carbohydrates, all the extra sugars and added sugars, and knowing what moderation truly means. Because, again, some people's definition of moderation doesn't fit the actual definition of moderation. I've seen certain people fussing, or at least saying that they want to lose weight. They feel it in their waist. They feel it in the hips. And even the video that they're saying that, they're baking, okay? Cookies. Okay, what do you get when you get cookies? A lot of flour, sugar, baking powder. They don't like your waist. Well, they love your waist, but your waist doesn't like them, okay? They love your hips, but your hips don't love them. Especially if that's your goal. It's to, like, if you think that if you eat 2,000 calories of sugar and you walk, because see, what the amount that you lose, you can walk 10,000 steps a day. Doesn't mean you've lost 500 calories for that day, because it depends on how fast you walk, okay? It depends on also if you just have that body type where you can just lose weight. And it depends on other activities that you do. So just because you're walking every day or doing cardio every day, well, if you're replacing the calories that you walk off with twice the amount that same day, what are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Okay, we want to work our bodies, make sure we don't hurt our bodies. We want to pay attention to what we're eating, make sure we're eating properly as possible, okay? And if a diet works for you, that's good. Just make sure it's like a healthy diet, a diet that makes sense. Some diets truly make sense. I know a lot of times people say that they don't diet. I'm not one that particularly looks for fad diets either, but there are some healthy type diets, okay? You want to live by a Mediterranean diet? Do that. But I'm talking about all these quick ways to lose weight that are really quick. Think about it. If it takes it off quickly, how much do you think it's really going to work? And how much is it really going to stay off? Especially if it's one of these new trends or new fad diets that pop up every now and again, every so often. If it comes off quickly, how long do you think it's going to stay off? So you've got to be dedicated. So if you do try one of those diets and it does come off, you don't want to stay on that diet forever, right? So once you do that diet and it comes off, you need to start doing the other things that keep that weight off naturally, okay? Because you can't tell people how to do a lot of things, right? You can't tell people how. You can encourage them to eat well, encourage them to eat right, encourage them to monitor what they eat. But I never tell anybody to just let something go cold turkey unless they can really do that. If you can really let go of sweets cold turkey, do so. If you can really let go of processed foods cold turkey, do so. Sometimes you can only do it for so long, but hey, at least you've done it, right? It's just like any other vice. If you can let go of stress eating, definitely let that go, okay? And try to keep that away from you as long as you possibly can, all right? So again, don't do anything you see me do or hear me say. We keep it light work, kind of beginners only. When you check out the shorts table, my shorts table, and in the evenings, we just go walking. We walk and we talk. We keep it light, okay? So even though I keep it light, don't do anything you see me do or hear me say without first consulting, contacting, conversing with, having dialogue with, communicating with your healthcare team. Those are the people that I just named a minute ago. That's your healthcare team. You are the most important component of that team. You're like the quarterback. All right, they're the other 10 guys. But they want what's best for you. They're trying to protect you. Just like the team is trying to protect the quarterback so that they can hopefully win the game, right? They are the cell. They are the atom. And you are the nucleus of that cell or that atom. You are your best friend. You should be your biggest advocate. They advocate for you as well, but you should be your biggest advocate. I think we're going to be able to get 30 minutes in. I came on a little bit earlier. We got like 12 more minutes, and we'll be done. We'll be done. So again, check out the shorts table. Check out the live. Check out the replays, okay? Check out the premieres. Check out the short videos. I don't like doing videos, y'all. I really don't. So I do short videos based on warm-ups and cool-downs because we get in there, we get it done, and we're done. We get it started, we get her done, and we're done. Okay? Remember, always remember, before doing any exercises, you want to what? Think about the word radar. Think about the word level. Radar starts with R. It ends with R. You want to start with stretching. You want to end with stretching. Okay? And if at any point during your workout, you need to stretch more, stop and do so. Stop and do so. If at any point during your workout, you need to stretch more. Stop and do so. So stretch before, stretch after. R, stretching. A, warm up. D, exercise. Whatever your main exercise is, we're gonna think of that as the D, the letter D. A, you want to cool down. And that last R, you want to what? Stretch again. Stretch again. You want to start with stretching. You want to end with stretching. Okay? I tell you guys, that's how I like to be, try to be a little different. You might start hearing that later, but I try to be, because we're all just walking, right? So my warm-up is my what? My appetizer. My workout is my entree. And my cool down is my dessert. We think M&Ms over here, moderation and modification. And as I said earlier, your moderation may be different from the next person's. But make sure that when you think moderation, you're thinking the right way. Okay? Okay? If you used to eat sweets throughout the day, and now that you find yourself eating 5 sweets, that's a degree of moderation, but we want to get better than that, okay? We want to get better than that. Modification. Sometimes you have to like change up your diet, change up your exercise routine. Sometimes you have to modify some of the exercises that you do. Some days I do deep squats. Some days I do average squats kind of moderate, and some days I do baby squats. It just depends on my mood, depends on how sore I am. Usually, whatever I do Monday, I won't do it again until Wednesday, of course. Upper body Monday and Wednesday, lower body Tuesday and Thursday. But some days I'll do full body, like Friday. Sometimes I'll work out 6 days a week. So if I do full body Friday, right, I still may be a little bit sore on Sunday if I take Saturday off. So just make sure that you practice good recovery techniques, okay? Practice good recovery techniques. Take in plenty of fluids. Provided you're not on a fluid restriction, take in plenty of fluids, especially during the summers. But take in enough fluids throughout the year, no matter what season it is. But especially during the summer, especially if you work outside, especially if you work out a lot and you sweat a lot. Sweating isn't really telling you a lot about what you're doing. It's telling you that you're working hard, but working hard for you may be a low intensity workout for someone else. Maybe you sweat easily. Some people are just sweaters, okay? Some people don't sweat much at all, but they work their butts off. Their intensity is off the charts. Sweating is just your body's way of letting you know that you are working, and it keeps you cool. It's cooling your body down, just like a car, just like the water that you put in the radiator of a car does, okay? It keeps you cool, keeps you cool. How much longer do we have? We got like 7 minutes. 7 minutes. It is July 25th, y'all. July 25th. Mostly everybody's been talking about how this is the 7th month of the year. Well, August will be the 8th month of the year. We have 12 months in a year. Look at there. Look at how fast 2025 flew. I know a lot of us back in the past, we were thinking, wow, 2025 is here, and it is halfway over, okay? It is halfway over. And remember, let peace be the requirement, okay? Let peace be the requirement. We are living in a time where people, not the world, people in this world are making crazy decisions that affect hundreds and thousands and millions of people. So make sure that you do all the things that you can do to protect your family, protect yourself, protect your peace, okay? And for me, the best way to do that is to look to God first. Because men and women, they're a hot mess. We men and women are hot messes, okay? And I say we because we have to understand that we all have flaws. We have some people who are really, really great people, rarely do anything wrong, can't tell you much in life that they've done wrong, but I'm sure they can tell you one or two things. And then you have a lot of us who just have some ways that are, we would like to improve them. And I tell y'all all the time, y'all should know what my number one thing is that I always try to improve on. It's my patience. My tolerance for BS is very low. My tolerance for BS is very low. Very low. Very, very low. So I don't know if that's good. People always attribute things to signs. Signs. I think every sign has people of every caliber, of every category, of every demeanor, every vibe. I don't think it really matters what sign you are. Do I see some things and signs that a person says, oh, I'm a whatever, I act like this? I do. When a person tells me they're a Capricorn, I think hard work. Okay? But that doesn't mean that that's going to be a given. Because there are some Capricorns who won't hit a lick at a stick, like my granny used to say. They won't hit a lick at a stick, right? Okay? When I hear Pisces, I think fish, of course, but I think water sign, right? So you never overestimate a Pisces, and you never underestimate a Pisces, because you have sharks in the water, right? And then you have little minnows, okay? You have little minnows, all right? So I think when you hear Pisces, people automatically think the small fish or the minnows. Think about the sharks. Think about the whales. Think about, okay? And think about usually when something is considered small, like a person, they're always going to try to prove that they're tough, they're bigger, they're badder. So don't underestimate them. So I think every sign has all of those things that I just talked about. Leos, you think lions, you think roar. A lot of people just hate the Leo sign because it has the lion. Because it is the one that was designated to the lion. A lot of people just hate that so badly, right? But lions are dangerous. Lions are dangerous. The most calm lion is dangerous. Now that doesn't mean you don't have some lions who are pure kittens, right? But when they need to be, they turn into what they are, right? They let you know what they are. And some of them are just kittens all the time. So I don't put a whole lot of stock into lions. A Taurus, a bull. I'm thinking a bull is stubborn, right? Stubborn. Bullheaded, right? But then you may have some bulls who are as sweet as apple pie. They wouldn't hit a fly. They wouldn't touch a fly. So I don't place a lot, again, into signs, but I do notice certain characteristics of certain signs. And at the same time, like I said, Capricorns are hard workers. I know Leos who don't stop till the work is done. They work hard, they work smart. I know Sagittarius that are going to go to work. They're dedicated to working. Sagittarius don't play. I know Cancers who are nice and sweet. A lot of them. But I know a couple who don't play, okay? So it just doesn't matter. I think it's about you, your personality, as far as the sign may play a part to that, and just how you want to be. How you want to be, how you grew up, people you've been around. All of those things. So it has been 7 minutes. We're about to get up out of here. If you catch this replay, I appreciate you. For those by for a few seconds, few minutes, the first portion, the middle, the end, the whole thing, however long you were here. I appreciate you. Subscribers, moderators, of course, content creators. Azrael, my little buddy Azrael, Miss Key Kitchen, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for coming through. Some days we have about 2 or 3 in the chat. Some days we have 15 in the chat. We don't need a big chat, right? Because we don't put too much stock. This is what it was meant for. Whatever amount of interaction that you can have that is good and positive, that's what these apps were meant for. Just like when I say it's not the world, it's the people. It's not the apps, it's the people. People tend to govern the apps, right? If you watch a lot of whatever, your algorithm is going to give you whatever. If you watch a lot of this, the algorithm is going to give you this. If you watch a lot of that, the algorithm is going to give you that. So people govern the algorithm just like people govern what goes on in the world to the degree that God allows, okay? So don't let bother people bother you. Don't let stress people stress you out. And if you find yourself in a misery lounge, remember what I always say, grab your grip and go. That's what my granny taught. GYGAG. If they come into your personal space, that be your actual personal space, your lounge, your kitchen, your platform, your channel, your page, tell them to grab their grip and go. GTGAG. Grab their grip and go. You have every right to do that. And you can do it the way you would want to do it, barring what anybody else thinks about how you did it, when you did it, or what you were thinking, because only you know what you were thinking when you did it. Okay? All right. So y'all remember the R words. It's the weekend. Get you some rest. Relax. Release. Relate to what you can. Resolve the things you can. Things you cannot relate or resolve to, give them to God because He's in control anyway. Restore. Replenish. Refill your cup. Reconstruct some things. Reevaluate yourself. Where you are and where you want to be. Relinquish some things. Remind yourself. Remember. Remind. Pick up some of those good habits that you had that you just don't do anymore. Not because you don't want to do them. You just don't. Maybe you haven't had time. Do some brain exercises, okay? Do some things to help improve your brain, okay? To hopefully to help remove some of that fog. If you think you forget this, you can't remember where you put the keys and you just had them 2 seconds ago, do some brain activities. Thank you for those thumbs up. I appreciate you. So work your brain. It needs to work out as well. All right? It needs to work out as well. All right? It's not just physical. We say keep moving over here, but when I say keep moving, I mean keep moving, keep pressing, keep pushing, keep striving, keep lifting yourself and lifting others if you can. All right? I'm not big on motivation. I learned my lesson on that, okay, through the apps. But I am big on encouraging you to do the things that you have begun to already do, okay? Make time for the things that bring you joy, that bring you peace, that bring you relaxation. Take a vacation. Okay, we want to do all these different challenges and have all these expectations. Challenge yourself to put the phone down. Put the phone down. Give yourself a break from the app. Because we always say it's the app, but I'm telling you, it's the people. Challenge yourself. Most of us are on this phone in some form of fashion. Maybe not necessarily one particular app, but we're on the phones. Challenge yourself to take a break from social media. Some people are into it so much, challenge yourself to take a day break or a break throughout the day because we're on it 24/7, okay? Once you start, you're able to take those breaks throughout the day, maybe you can take a day break. Maybe you can take a week break where you're going to see it, but you don't have to necessarily look at it, partake in it, participate. And if you do, make sure it's something positive. Make sure it's something that you don't even feel like you need to interact with, but you just want to watch and find some pleasure, some peace, some relaxation, some good vibes. All right? Thank you guys for being here. I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk. And remember, I didn't forget that 4-letter word self. It's a great prefix to a lot of positive words. Self-love, self-dedication, self-motivation. Motivate yourself. Self-determination, self-esteem, self-control, self-respect. All right? Selfish. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to be selfish. You got to take care of your family. Family. Most of us, God comes first and then family. Without God, we can't do things for family we want to do. So if you want to be able to take care of family and friends, other relatives, you got to take care of yourself sometimes. You got to let them, handle stuff for a little bit. And And then you go back into mama bear role, auntie role, big sis role, even little sis role. Sometimes we little sisters. Listen, we have to be the ones to make sure everything's okay. Daddy bear role, papa bear role, dad role, unc's role. All right. Sometimes you gotta spend some time with self to make sure that you can continue to go on and take care of those people that you love the most. So it's okay to be selfish sometimes. All right. It is summer. I think most people take a vacation. Listen, take a vacation. And everything you do on your vacation does not have to be shown to social media. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. Soak up the atmosphere. Soak up where you are. Okay? Phones have made things become so like missed. Sometimes you miss something that happens at a concert. You miss something in the movie because you're too busy trying to respond to a text that's not really important. Of course, if you're in the movies, your kids text you, your niece and nephew text you, your mom, somebody close to you, they text you, you see the number, of course. But if it's a number, and you know, usually now we can see a prefix, a preview to the text, like, if they're good, go ahead and enjoy the movie. If you're on vacation, you're at a concert, you're so busy trying to show everybody else, you're so busy giving everybody else the free concert that you paid for, that it's like, okay, we see you at the whoever's concert. Like, did you enjoy yourself or were you too busy trying to adjust the camera? So know how to spend some time with you. Just like I say, with the exercise, we got to meet you. You got to meet you where you are. So when you take some time, you take a break or you're doing something fun, yeah, get some of it on camera. Yeah, share some of it with social media. But I'm telling you, it's like, you just never know how many free concerts I've attended because as soon as they get there, and even if it's not the whole concert, it's like the most important part, like the most popular song. I'm like, be with your homegirls, be with your bros, share that with your spouse, your mate. Soak that in. Be in the moment. Be in the moment. And a lot of entertainers say that. Some of them don't say anything because people have gotten so much to the place where they think that if they pay for something, it's their right to do it. If this is my phone, I can record whatever. I paid to get in this concert. Yeah, but there are some concerts that will not, some entertainers won't let you in. Okay? They tell you. And you buy that ticket if you want to and you get there. Some of them don't do that as much anymore. But you buy that ticket if you want to and you get there and security, ding, 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 your phone goes off. You don't get in. Or you got to walk all the way back to the car. So, like, who was it? Usher, Kelly Rowland, once I heard Nelly before. Like, be in the moment. Be in the moment. Your phone is a handheld device of clunk that allows other people to see what you're doing. Be in the moment. So, on that note, I'm going to wish you guys, again, a wonderful weekend. All right? Get you some rest if you're a weekend warrior, if you work on the weekends. Whenever you're off, make sure you take that time to get you some rest. I encourage each and every one of you to get some cardiovascular aerobic activity in each day, right? Because your heart is a what? Pump, right? You want to work your body, make sure you don't hurt your body. Work your body, don't overexert your body. The heart pumps that blood through the circulatory system. It helps the lymph to go through the lymphatic system to help contribute to a good immune system. So I encourage you to move at least an hour, or at least to whatever your doctor prescribes is okay for you, right? It may be 30 minutes, it could be 15, and hopefully you will work up. Hopefully he'll say, okay, you've been tolerating that pretty good. We're going to go up to 20. So whatever it is, move your body. Keep moving, move consistently, and be persistent about it. All right? Have a wonderful weekend. Again, if you are a weekend warrior, then whatever day during the week that you're off, treat yourself. I encourage you guys to get an hour worth of exercise in or however much you can. And I also encourage you to just sit down for 10 to 15 minutes, even if it's on your break at work. Hopefully you can do 30 minutes to relax, release, rest, refocus, right? And restart. Sometimes you got to re-implement some things, rearrange some things, reorganize. Whatever you have to do that. and then restart. All right, restart. And work on your flaws. That's all we can say. We talked about flaws earlier. That's all you can say. Work on your flaws. Nobody will ever be perfect. The most perfect you'll ever be is probably when you were born. Those moments after you were born. Those moments of being a toddler. Okay? Because perfection means you don't do anything wrong. Even as a toddler, you don't touch the iron by mistake one time. Perfection means, you know, but see, a baby doesn't know any better. So, as we start to grow up, we see things around us. We see people doing certain things. Some of our behaviors come from the things that we witnessed, right? We go to school. First test you ever take, you may get 100. First test you ever take, you may get an F. Nobody's perfect. Even down to that, nobody's perfect. So try not to beat yourself up about it. Try not to beat other people up about it. Try not to beat your kids up about it. Try not to beat your parents up about it. All right? Nobody's perfect. So do the things that you need to do to make you hopefully as good as you can be. All right? Those mistakes are what make you wiser. So I will see you guys in the next Let's Walk and Talk in Line Squad. Bye, y'all.